Family, let me tell you something. Your mind is the foundation of everything you are. Every dream you have, every goal you seek, every challenge you face, before any of it takes root in your life, it first takes root in your mind. Your mind is a battlefield, a war zone where victory or defeat is decided long before anything happens in the physical realm. If you don't take control of your mind will take control of you. Your thoughts are more than fleeting ideas that come and go. They are the architects of your future. They lay the foundation for the life you will lead, the success you will achieve, and the person you will become. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every relationship you build begins in the mind. What you think shapes what you feel, and what you feel shapes what you do. This is not just a motivational concept. This is a deep, spiritual, and psychological truth. The mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it requires direction, focus, and discipline. If you let your thoughts wander aimlessly, they will take you to places you don't want to go. If you allow negative thoughts to have free rein, they will sabotage your success before you even start. But when you harness the power of your thoughts, you can create the life you desire. Think about it. How many times have you doubted yourself before even trying? How many dreams have been abandoned simply because the mind was not aligned with possibility? It's easy to let fear, insecurity, and past failures dictate the narrative in your mind. But the truth is, you are not defined by your failures, nor are you limited by your circumstances. You are defined by your thoughts. And if you change what you think, you change everything. The mind is the birthplace of creativity and vision. Everything that exists in the world today, from the technology in your hand to the buildings you walk by, was once just a thought in someone's mind. Every achievement, every breakthrough, every victory starts in the imagination. Your thoughts are the seeds that will sprout into your reality. The challenge is, not all seeds grow into positive outcomes. Power to plant the seeds of hope, faith, and perseverance. You have the ability to choose your thoughts, to cultivate a mindset of success, and to take action based on that mindset. When you understand the power of your thoughts, you begin to realize that you are not a passive participant in your own life. You have been given dominion over your mind, and with that dominion comes responsibility. If you don't actively direct your thoughts, they will drift. But when you take control, when you choose to think thoughts of possibility, hope, and strength, you begin to move in a direction that aligns with your highest potential. The mind does not work in isolation. It is constantly interacting with your emotions, your beliefs, and your actions. If your thoughts are rooted in fear, your actions will reflect that fear. If your thoughts are grounded in anger or resentment, that will affect the way you relate to others. But when you choose to think positively, when you choose to fill your mind with thoughts of possibility and faith, your actions follow suit. You begin to see doors that were once closed. You begin to make choices that move you closer to your goals. Your relationships improve because your mind has changed. In essence, controlling your thoughts is controlling your life. Your mind has the power to either build you up or tear you down, but you are the one who holds the reins. What you allow to dwell in your mind will eventually manifest in your life. That is why it is crucial to take every thought captive. When you focus on your potential, on your purpose, and your thoughts are not just reflections of what is, they are blueprints for what can be. Negative thoughts have a way of creeping into your mind, often when you least expect them. They are like uninvited guests that show up at your door, and if you're not careful, they can take residence and begin to dominate your thinking. But here's the truth. You have the authority to take control of those thoughts. You don't have to let them define your day, your actions, or your life. The moment a negative thought enters your mind, you have a choice to allow it to stay or to cast it out and replace it with something better. It all starts with understanding that not every thought that enters your mind is your own. Negative thoughts often come from external sources, the world, people around you, past experiences, or even your own fears. They are seeds planted in your mind, and like any seed, they grow if you water them. Negative thoughts are not just random occurrences. They are often rooted in fear, doubt, and insecurity. They prey on your weaknesses and your vulnerabilities, trying to convince you that you are not enough, that you can't achieve your dreams, that you are not worthy of success. But you must take authority over those thoughts. You have the power to reject them. You have the power to say, no, I will not receive this thought as truth. When a negative thought tries to take root, don't let it fester. Address it head on. If you allow it to linger, it will begin to control your actions, your emotions, and your decisions. And before you know it, it will lead you down a path of discouragement, frustration, and defeat. But when you stand up to it, when you say, I will not entertain this, you begin to break its hold on your mind. One of the first steps in taking authority over negative thoughts is recognizing them for what they are. These thoughts are not reflective of your true identity or your true potential. They are distortions, lies, that are meant to steal your peace, your confidence, and your joy. They may tell you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success, that you will never overcome your struggles, but these are just lies, and you have the power to replace them with the truth. When you take authority over negative thoughts, you don't just push them away, you replace them. Every lie that the enemy tries to tell you, you counter it with the truth of who you are. If the thought is telling you that you'll never succeed, remind yourself that you are more than a conqueror. If the thought is telling you that you're not good enough, remind yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. If the thought is telling you that you can't overcome your challenges, remind yourself that with God, all things are possible. But you can't just do this once and expect results. Taking authority over negative thoughts is a daily practice. You must be vigilant because the enemy doesn't give up easily. He will come back with new tactics, new lies, and new distortions. But with each battle, you grow stronger. With each victory over negative thoughts, you build resilience. You become more aware of how your mind operates and more intentional about protecting it from the lies that seek to undermine your purpose. It's not enough to simply reject negative thoughts. You must replace them with thoughts of faith, hope, and possibility. When your mind is filled with the truth of who you are and the promises that have been given to you, there is no room left for negativity to take root. You will find yourself moving with greater confidence, making decisions that align with your purpose, and walking in the fullness of your potential. Negative thoughts no longer have dominion over you because you have taken back the authority that was always yours to begin with. Your thoughts are not just abstract ideas, they are the driving force behind everything you do. They shape your reality, your choices, and your actions. The mind operates as a blueprint for your life, and everything you build, every step you take begins with a thought. The power of your thoughts is undeniable. They lay the foundation for your actions, and ultimately, they determine the life you will lead. When you think a thought, you don't just think it and move on. That thought begins to mold your perception of the world around you. It shapes how you see yourself, how you see others, and how you respond to situations. Thoughts are powerful because they don't stay contained within the mind. They spill over into the heart and influence the emotions. If you think negatively about yourself, you start to feel inadequate. If you think thoughts of fear, you'll approach life with hesitation. But if you think thoughts of possibility, hope, and strength, you begin to act with confidence and boldness. The mind directs the body, and the body follows where the mind leads. It's easy to overlook just how much your thoughts affect your actions. Many people go through life not realizing that their actions are merely the fruit of what has been planted in their minds. If you're constantly thinking about what you lack, you will begin to act as though you are deficient. Your actions will be driven by the belief that you don't have enough, you aren't enough, or you can't achieve your goals. When that thought is constantly replaying in your mind, you make decisions based on fear or limitation. You miss opportunities because you don't believe they are for you. You shrink back from challenges because you don't think you're equipped to face them. But on the other hand, when you fill your mind with thoughts of possibility, thoughts that align with your goals and purpose, you begin to act from a place of abundance and empowerment. You start to take bold steps toward your dreams because your mind has been rewired to believe that success is possible. The actions you take reflect the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. When you believe that you can succeed, your actions will be aligned with success. You will work harder, think strategically, and push through obstacles because your mind has already mapped out the success you want to achieve. The key to shaping your actions lies in changing the way you think. If you want to change what you do, you must first change how you think. Start by questioning the thoughts that dominate your mind. Are they thoughts of fear, inadequacy, or limitation? If so, challenge them. Replace them with thoughts that push you toward growth, abundance, and possibility. When you begin to believe in your own potential and the power of your actions, your behavior will shift. You'll find yourself taking steps that reflect your true worth and abilities. Your thoughts also determine how you react to situations. If you think the challenges are insurmountable, your actions will reflect that belief. You will avoid confrontation, shy away from difficult decisions, and retreat into comfort zones. But if you think that challenges are opportunities for growth, you will act with resilience. You will face adversity with courage, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity to learn and grow. The connection between thoughts and actions is cyclical. What you think shapes what you do, and what you do reinforces what you think. The more you act in alignment with positive, empowering thoughts, the more those thoughts become reinforced in your mind. Over time, your actions will become second nature, and the beliefs that once held you back will no longer have power over you. Your thoughts and actions will work in harmony, propelling you toward the life you were meant to live. Renewing your mind is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process, a daily commitment to reshaping your thoughts, your attitudes, and your perception of the world. The mind, like anything else, needs to be constantly refreshed from the negativities that seeps in, from the limiting beliefs that have taken root, and from the circumstances that try to dictate your reality. The first step in renewing your mind is recognizing that the mind is not a passive receiver. It is an active participant in the creation of your reality. Every thought, whether positive or negative, leaves an imprint. The longer you allow negative or limiting thoughts to dominate your thinking, the more ingrained they become. But the beauty of the mind is that it can be transformed. Just as a field of soil can be cleared of weeds and rocks to make room for healthy crops, so too can your mind be cleared of negativity, doubt, and fear to make room for new, empowering thoughts. One of the key components of renewing your mind is understanding that transformation begins with what you feed your mind. Your thoughts are like seeds, and what you plant in your mind will eventually grow. If you continually feed your mind with negativity, whether it's from toxic people, media, or your own inner dialogue, those thoughts will take root and produce fruit that aligns with those beliefs. But when you feed your mind with positive, uplifting thoughts of faith, hope, and possibility, you begin to cultivate a mindset that is open to new opportunities, growth, and success. The process of renewing your mind involves replacing old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering truths. These beliefs may have been formed over years of negative experiences or messages you've received from others. But the truth is, those beliefs don't define you. You are not bound by your past, your failures, or the opinions of others. You are capable of renewing your mind by choosing to believe in your potential, in your worth, and in the opportunities before you. When you replace the lie that you're not good enough with the truth that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, your entire outlook shifts. Your actions change, and your reality starts to align with your new belief. The renewal of the mind also requires consistent practice. It's not enough to simply decide to think differently one day and expect everything to change overnight. The mind has been conditioned over time, and it will take time to break free from old patterns. But with persistence, you can begin to retrain your mind. Every time a negative thought or limiting belief arises, you can replace it with a more positive and empowering one. Over time, those positive thoughts become the new dominant force in your life. You begin to think differently, speak differently, and act differently. Renewing your mind also involves guarding it against the negative influences that come from the world around you. What you allow to enter your mind has a profound impact on how you think and feel. If you constantly expose yourself to negativity, your mind will be shaped by that negativity. If you surround yourself with people who lift you up, with books that inspire you, with messages that speak to your potential, Your mind will be renewed in ways that will fuel your growth. It's essential to be intentional about the content you consume, as well as the company you keep, because they both play a role in shaping your thoughts. The ultimate goal of renewing your mind is to bring it into alignment with your purpose and the promises that have been given to you. When you align your thoughts with the truth of who you are becoming, and what you are capable of achieving, you step into a new level of power and possibility. Renewing your mind is a journey, one that requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to grow. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you renew your mind, you begin to see the world in a new light. You begin to see yourself in a new light. And you begin to live the life you were always meant to live. Your mind is the gateway to your reality, and what you allow to enter it can either build you up or tear you down.